are just dreams. If you're not setting goals, if you're not putting a date on it, if you're not saying, God, I'm expecting you to do this by this time, it ain't real. If you believe in God to do something in this season and you're really serious about that thing, you're going to have to set a date to it. And then what the date helps you to do is to work towards it. Because if you say, I just want to be a millionaire, but you don't put no distinct date on it, you can't get mad if you become a millionaire at 75. If you become a millionaire at 80, when you're no longer able to enjoy it. But if you say, Lord, I want to be a millionaire, but I need to be a millionaire by the time I'm 45, you know the kind of work you need to put in before you're 45. It helps you to get to work and get steady and stay focused. A lot of the times, how can I say this? Great people can't be great because they're too busy being all over the place. And a lot of that has to do with focus. If you can't focus, you'll never become. You can be great all you want, but you have to get started somewhere in order to be great. And you can't be saying, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. You need to be distinct about what it is you're trying to do, what it is you're trying to accomplish, and by when. Which means, and that also helps you to know what you're not going to do. Because if I'm focused on this, anything that I'm doing that doesn't push me to that goal, that means I don't need to be doing it. This also helps you to minimize and compartmentalize who needs to be in your life, what you need to be doing, who you need to be rolling with, because we are also blessed by association. There's no need of me being connected to people that ain't going where I'm going. Ain't no need to be connected to friends and family or whoever they are if they're not going in the same direction. The way I'm able to determine whether they're going to the same direction is if I have my goals set and I'm operating in the path that God has for me, not the path that I chose, the path that God has for me. I said this the other day, God, I don't want nothing in this season that you don't want for me to have. I'm better off without them. I'm better off without it. I'm better off without whatever. Because what I find is when you get things, that are not meant for you, it only helps to destroy you the more. It only helps to put you down and put you in a place of loading bar where you should be soaring. You're wondering why you can't soar because you're connected to the wrong stuff. Some of us are doing the right things. We're just doing it in the wrong place. There's somebody that you can minister to, Joni. There's somebody even for Neil to minister to somewhere. I know there's got to be. There's somebody that will take the words that you have to say, Mo, and live by it. Like, oh my God, my big brother spoke this into my life. I gotta, it'll mean something to them. You may say it to somebody else. It doesn't make you of lesser value because they didn't receive it. It just wasn't for them. It's not that you're doing the wrong thing, you're just doing the right thing in the wrong place. They're not ready to receive you. So I said that to say this. Go where you appreciate it. Go where people want to receive. Go where people want to grow. Go where people are expecting more. One thing I found out, nothing worse than trying to bless people or get people to come up to a level that they're just not ready to come up to. Ain't nothing worse than that. I think we all have friends, family members, people we have been dealing with for so long that just don't want to come up. You like, dang, you so talented, you so this, you so that. We had this conversation just now. People that are complacent, they'd rather be comfortable than excel. That's a problem. Comfortability is a problem. I'm learning to be uncomfortable. I'm learning to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. There's a scripture for that. Whatever place I find myself in, I learn to be content. No matter what the enemy throws at me, I've learned to be content because I also find out it's in my lowest place that my greatest blessings come out of. I just said that tonight about, I just made a joke and alluded to the fact that Joni's always here when we come up with the big hit. And although you we don't need his help to get to the radio yet and all that stuff. We know it's going. We know where it's going. I speak those things that are not as though they were. That's how Strong Victory came. That's how Hands Up came, because I spoke it and I saw it before it happened. I didn't even know, and the crazy thing was, then I didn't even know how it was going to happen. I just spoke it and I believed it and it happened. God is real. So this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. The enemy, one of his greatest tools he uses is discouragement. If he can get you off kilter, he'll do that. If he can get this one and that one to seem like they don't want to act right, or this one to seem like we don't know where they at half the time, or this one, that's what he does, because he wants you to be like, you know what? Why bother? That's what he really wants you to say. He wants you to throw up your hands and say, why bother? Why should I even bother? I'm doing all this, I'm doing all that, I'm sacrificing, I just got from work, I'm tired, and I get here, and this one over here telling me, oh, I forgot I had a school paper, and that one over there telling me, oh, this and that, or I'm running late, or this one and that. That's stuff that make you want to throw up your hands. But at the end of the day, you got to know, this is why it's important to know your why. Why you're doing what you're doing. Why are you in this? Why are you here? See, some people are just connected to you because they just look at you as an opportunity. They don't look